Hi, good morning. My name is Soumya. My project title deals with pneumonia detection using chest X-rays using deep learning, and my teammates are Soumya, Vinay, Azharuddin, and Naimisha. Coming to dataset, the dataset that will be used for this project will be chest X-ray images from, and we have collected it from the CAG. The dataset consists of training data and the testing data. The training data consists of 5,216 chest X-ray images with 3,875 images shown to have pneumonia and 1,345 images shown to be normal. Coming to model construction, for the training set and the testing set, I have decided to do a 80 by 20 split. For the data transfer, I chose to resize the images to a 224, 224 size. Data augmentation is a powerful technique which helps in almost every case for improving the robustness of a model. Our initial model will be a simple 8 convolution neural network with max pooling and an activation function. With the introduction of dropout and a few more layers, this model proves to be much better. Finally, the accuracy on the test data is 98%. While the test accuracy has been increasing significantly, so it is advised to be deployed in the real world. In this project, we have discovered the power of transfer learning, how well it can improve the performance of a deep learning model. Deep learning. Now I am going to explain about the Jupyter file of our project. First, we are importing the required libraries like TensorFlow and Keras. From that library, we are importing sequential, dense, convolution, 2D, max pooling, flatten, and image data generator. After importing the library, the next step is pre-processing. For the image pre-processing, we are using image data generator library, and we are configuring it. Applying image data generator functionality is to train and test the datasets. After image pre-processing, we are specifying the path of our dataset, and the target size and Bayesian class mode should be binary. After image pre-processing, the third step is initializing the model. We are initializing the model with sequential. After initializing the model, we are adding the convolution layer. This convolution layer creates a convolution kernel that is convoluted with the layer input to produce a tensor of outputs. After convolution layer, we are adding the pooling layer. The pooling layer reduces the dimensionality of the images by reducing the number of pixels in the output from the previous convolution layers. To reduce the dimensions of the feature map, we are using the pooling layer. After pooling layer, we are adding the flatten layer. The flatten layer is used for converting the data into one-dimensional array for inputting it to the next layer. Flatten layer makes the multi-dimensional input to the one-dimensional. After adding flatten layer, we are adding the hidden layer. The hidden layer is a layer between input layer and output layer. Here all the computations are done. We use hidden layer in order to get best decision boundary. In hidden layer, we are having the units kernel initializer with random uniform and the activation function with ReLU. After adding hidden layer, we are having the output layer. And the output layer, in the output layer, we are using sigmoid as an activation function. After adding output layer, we are going for model training. For model training, we are using Adam as an optimizer and binary cross entropy as a loss and accuracy as a matrix. In model training, we are fitting the model. If steps per approaches are more, we'll get the accuracy is more. Here we are getting the accuracy is about 98. Next, we are saving the model in H5 file format. After saving the model, we used to load the model and importing the pre-processing. After that, we are loading our saved model chess.h5 file. We are specifying a particular image path, and that we are specifying the target size as 3232. Next, we are pre-processing the input, and we are predicting the image. The image is to be predicted as pneumonia. Next, my friend is going to explain about the HTML part.
Hi, this is Vinay. I am explaining about HTML, where HTML page is used to create web pages. Here, some of the common tags such as HTML head, and it is used to header. And initially, the head tags are we have given some of the JS and CSS link, which is used to display the images on filters and CSS. In the head tags, we mentioned some of the styling which is used to style the web pages. in this. And here the bg.3 is used as a class for the tag in the body tag for the navigation purpose, and the background image is created an attachment with the links, and resulting its id is used to specify the body tag. But we are creating the color attributes for effective representation of web pages. Body tag is the main content of the web page, where the main value are represented, such as the first division of the web page are displayed the heading of the web page with some style, and the attribute the future division of tag will display some content which describes
As my friend Vinay explained about HTML part, which is also linked to his CSS. Coming to CSS, which is also known as cascading style sheet, is a style sheet language used to describe the presentation of the document written in HTML. So here, image preview is a class where width is 256 pixels and height is 256 pixels. Position is relative and border is 5 pixels solid white, and black shadow is black. Marine top is 1 em and marine bottom is 1 em. And coming to image preview div, where width is 100 and height is 100. Background size is 256 pixels and 256 pixels, and background repetition is no repetition, and background position is center. And then coming to class upload label, displays in inline block, and pudding is 12 pixel and 30 pixel. Background is red and color is white. Font size is 1 em. Transition all 4s are, and cursor is pointer. Font weight is bold. And coming to upload label or background is red, color is white, and font weight is bold. And coming to the class dot loader, where border is 8 pixels solid light gray, and its border top is 8 pixels solid blue, and border radius is 50%, width is 50 pixels, height is 50 pixels, and animation spin 1 second, linear in.
As my friend Hazar explained about CSS part, my name is Naimsha. I am here to explain about Flask application. Flask is a web framework for building a web application. Flask provides tools, libraries and technologies. Flask is used for backend. Flask provides a render template helper function that allows use of Ninja template engine. And coming to code, here we are importing packages such as SYS, OS, Globe. From Keras applications.vgg, we are importing preprocessor unit. Preprocessor unit is nothing but we are taking our input and giving output. We are importing numpy as a number. From tensorflow.keras.preprocessing, we are importing image. From tensorflow.keras.models, we are importing load model, and from we are importing tensorflow as a TF. And from skimage.transform, we are importing resize. In these, we are using methods such as get and post. By using these methods, we are retrieving base.html and CSS part. After retrieving, we are getting a file from a post request, and we are saving the file. By using file path, we are uploading our file name. Our file name is nothing but just .hs, and we are saving that file. And for that image, we are assigning a target size, and we are pre-processing the input and our image data is predicted. If result is 0, the person is not affected by pneumonia, and if the result is rather than 0, the person is affected by pneumonia.